Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the finale review of Pachinko. Man, that was quick. But anyway, this felt like the finale. Not because it is the last episode, but with how things were edited, how the story was told in this episode. It had that finale vibe to it, even though I know that the book tells more stories about the characters. Watching this episode, I was really sad. I mean, like, really sad considering everything that happened. I mean, there were some non-sad moments, but the majority of it, yeah, brought me down. But anyway, let's get to it. The first thing I want to talk about is Isak's arrest. So Isak got arrested for participating in anti-national activities against the Japanese. So because of that, he got arrested. Now, Yosef, he was trying to convince his boss to do what he can to get Isak out. But once the boss heard that Isak participated in those type of activities, he was like, yeah, no. Oh, and also, Yosef, you're fired. When Isak got taken away in the van and just seeing Sonja and Noah run to it, but they never caught up to it, my goodness, that was sad. And also, if you think about it, Noah now has no dad. Pretty similar to Hansu. Now let's stick with Noah for a bit. So Noah, in this episode, finally met his dad. He finally met Hansu. So while Noah was walking to school, taking the long way, he met with Hansu, and Hansu asked him, so how come you're always taking the long way? This indicating that Hansu has been keeping tracks on Noah. Noah only took the long way because he said that his dad took the long way. And Hansu did ask him, how come you look so sad going to school? You should be happy going to school because remember, Hansu never had the privilege to get an education. But when Noah asked Hansu who he was, Hansu didn't answer. So yeah, to me, that was a little heartbreaking. When Noah finally met Hansu in this episode, I had other thoughts. I mean, remember what Sonja said to Hana? I once had another son. In my mind, I'm like, oh, he's about to get kidnapped. But no, it means another thing, meaning that Noah is not there anymore. You know, he's not alive. You want to know what I find crazy? You know that birthday party? When Noah regrets picking the red yarn symbolizes a longer life. So, yeah. So to end Solomon's story, he finalizes his deal with Yoshi. His dad isn't happy about that, and also he's not with Shifleys anymore. So his dad told him to go back to America, but here's the thing. Shifleys was the one that sponsored his visa, so no Shifley, no visa, no going anywhere. Solomon only chose to work with Yoshi only because it's the only place that he can work, and also, I mean, he's going to go on a different path, which makes totally sense. And it's the Colton Hotel and wanting Gunja to sell the property and told Yoshi to have his ways and making her give up the property. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Now for Hana's final moments. Well, first, she was surprised that she was going to go out like that. After living a carefree life, Solomon apologized to her for not coming to her sooner, always obeying other people's orders and rules. But Hana told him, hey, forget about the self-pity. That ain't gonna help you. Just go out there and get what you want. I mean, the Yoshi part. And then Solomon took Hana to the roof. She fulfilled her final wish and she passes away. So my impression on the final episode, it was just so sad considering everything that happened. Isak being arrested, Hansu finally meeting his son for the first time, face to face, but not being able to tell him who he is. And speaking of his son Noah, oh man, this small little bright kid who could have had a bright future doesn't have a future anymore. And just seeing our characters, pretty much going through so much hardship during that era, just, man, just the pain just keeps on adding. I mean, I can only imagine. That's the thing, and I feel so sorry for them. I do know that their story does not stop there. I know that the book tells more of the character's story, and coming from me, I didn't read the book, so everything that I'm saying is just coming off from what I saw in the last episode. So, and plus, I'm planning on reading the book sooner or later because I want to know what happens next. Don't ruin it for me. The final episode didn't give that finale vibe, so it's hard to say if there is going to be a season 2 or a season 3. I know the director wants another season. I believe they should have another season. I mean, not everyone is going to read the book, to be honest here. So to have another season, allow your viewers to know the entire story. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the episode and my review. If there's anything I might have missed, please leave in the comments below. I just want to say thank you to everyone who had been tuning into my review for Pachinko. Um, I know there were some of you who didn't read the book like I did, but I know there were some of you who did read the book, and I know that you guys know the entire story. Please don't ruin it for me because I am planning on reading the book sooner or later. Um, but if a season 2 or season 3 is coming out, then I probably won't read the book. I don't know yet because the drama did it it didn't go in order like the book did, but there were moments where it did. So, but anyway, I'm just gonna end it here. I just want to say thank you so much for being on this ride with me. I had a good time watching Pachinko. It was a very amazing story, telling the story of these characters, just going through what they went through. And to me, coming from an outsider, I can only imagine, the pain, the suffering, the obstacles that they had to go through, but also being discriminated of who they are is just, well, that I can relate, being discriminated. And yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. If you guys like this video, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. See ya.